This is Not Just a podcast where we get to know the person behind the job title. I'm your host, Amanda, and today we'll be speaking with Emma Chow, a breakfast radio announcer who's been in the game for over 15 years. She's interviewed some of the biggest artists on the planet, and I worked with her whilst in the music industry. We get in depth on navigating imposter syndrome, people-pleasing as a young woman entering the workforce, and becoming a working parent. It's time to go behind the scenes, or in Emma's case, when the radio microphone is switched off, and chat about who she really is behind the job title. Let's get into it. Emma Chow, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. This is such a full circle moment because we obviously worked together way back. I feel like I've known you for 10 years.
100 years.
Yes. When I was in the music industry and I was bringing in artists for you to interview, and now the shoe is on the other foot and I'm interviewing you.
I know, I'm a bit nervous. I normally ask the questions and now I'm in the hot seat.
Oh, well, we've got a few questions to get through.
It's a very comfortable seat, might I add.
It is
Never done
very
like a little
comfy.
couch potty before.
Yes, you're very chill and relaxed. I feel like I need to, take my shoes off. And
I've kicked my heels off because I'm in a pantsuit and my feet don't touch the ground. I'm 5'2". These chairs are made for snuggling.
Yeah, I really should have coordinated this with you. We should have been in matching pantsuits.
We should have done the what are you wearing text,
know,
heels or flats, comfy pants or not.
We should have done this. We really needed to plan this better. Part 2 coming soon.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get into it. My first question to you is, let's start with who you were and what you were doing before you became a radio announcer, and what was driving you then?
I wouldn't say that anything in particular was driving me at that point, to be honest.
Yeah.
I knew that I wanted to be in the music industry or the entertainment industry, but I kind of just thought I would end up working at a record label, similar to what you were doing.
Yes.
I thought, I'll do like artist relations or something, but you know, we'll just see how we go. Because prior to working in radio, I was working at the Music Network, which is a trade mag. I don't think it exists anymore.
It does, but just online.
Online,
Yeah.
okay. This is in the olden days when we still had like a physical magazine.
I remember. We would get it every week and we would read that religiously, check out the charts, what's on radio. Yep.
And I was doing I was interviewing the content directors and music directors, and Charlie Fox was the person I was interviewing at the time, and he was like, "Oh, you're really bubbly. Have you ever thought about getting into radio?" And I literally went, "Lol, hilarious, no." And he's like, "No, seriously, I've got a couple of people who are going on leave. If you'd like to give it a crack."
Yeah.
And I said, "Did you hear me? Like, I've never even entertained the idea of that kind of job." He's like, "Oh, you'll be fine." So I'm driving into work, and this was at the Edge 96.1, which sadly, RIP, doesn't exist anymore.
The Edge was my number one station.
I know, and I owe so much of my career success to that little station that could. So went in and fell in love with radio.
Yeah.
They didn't have a job for me at the time, so I went back to the Music Network for another year, and then I knew at that point, I was like, I have to do this. Like, there's something so addictive, and people in radio had warned me.
Yeah.
Careful, you go into radio, you will never leave.
Yeah.
It's like a cult. And here I am almost 15 years later.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That has gone so quick.
Yeah, it's gone really fast.
Yeah. Who was one of your favorite artists that you interviewed, or what's a memorable moment?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
One of my favorite artists. I always love interviewing Jason Derulo because that man is up for anything.
Yes.
This is a little bit behind the scenes now, and you would have had to send these emails out sometime.
Yeah.
Please keep it music related, no relation. No one cares that much about where you wrote the song,
No.
or how long it took to write the song,
Yeah.
or the people that are doing the backing vocals.
Yes.
We want to know about the juicy stuff that we're reading on Perez and TMZ.
Yeah.
So, he was just the kind of guy that did not care. You could ask whatever you wanted and always give you a straight, hilarious, very honest answer.
Yeah.
So he's, I think, definitely up there. He also did my gender reveal of my second baby.
I feel like I remember seeing this on Instagram.
Yes.
Yes.
So this was when we
good.
were on R&B Fridays radio.
Yes.
And he came in, he was promoting like a new song, And we had a balloon and everything ready. And we're like, I don't know what the gender's going to be. Can you pop it for us? And he popped it. And he was announced that he was a boy. And yeah, it was really fun.
So fun.
Yeah.
I have this, as you're telling me this story, I have this vivid memory of when we had the DJ Khaled release. And we brought in a
Those dancers.
big, well, we had the dancers and we brought in that big cardboard cutout of DJ Khaled, and you could put your face where DJ Khaled was to pretend that you were him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And another memory when we were doing when Old Town Road by Lil Nas X came out,
Yeah.
and we brought in that little horse.
Oh my God. Was that like a Shetland pony or
Yes.
like one of the Scottish, the cute ones?
The cute one.
With the little fur around his feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so many memes.
So many memes.
But lots of fun in radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah. So tell me who you are when nobody's watching you. Obviously, you're behind the camera quite a bit, but who are you when nobody's watching? What's the version of yourself that exists completely outside of work?
Oh, see, we could take the light road or we could take
Yes.
like the deeper road. But I can do both if you would like.
I would love both.
Okay, so when I'm not on air, I'm a mum of 2 boys. So
Yes.
Valentino is 7.5 and Raphael is almost 2. He's 2 in December.
Oh,
So while I'm not doing my full-time like paid job, I'm doing my other full-time job that never
Yes.
stops. That's the 24/7 round-the-clock job.
Yeah.
So always spending a lot of time with my kids and my husband. Love getting out in the sun and doing bushwalks, and I'm a bit of a nerd. I like pottery sometimes. But I think on a deeper level, I am just as insecure and second guessing myself as every other. I feel like I can only speak from a woman's perspective.
Yeah.
But like when you have conversations with your girlfriends, you haven't caught up in a couple of months, and there's all of this stuff that you need to download. And I feel like the common theme is whether you are working, a working mum, like whatever it is that's happening in your life, you never feel like you're nailing everything. You always feel like there's something, like you try so hard and you doubt yourself at every step when you shouldn't. Like I know in my head, well, I feel like I'm doing a really fucking great job.
You are.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
But then there's a devil on my shoulder that sits there and is like, oh, but try harder and prove yourself. Not just to everyone else, but to myself.
Yes.
And I think as well, like having babies and having very minimal time off work. I had 9 weeks with Tino. I had 6 weeks with Rafi. It was a very quick turnaround. And that was a decision that I made based on my own circumstances. Yep. But I feel like there's always something that I'm trying to prove. And I get imposter syndrome. This is getting very deep. Like
I feel you though, because
Yes.
I would every single month I'm like, am I doing a good job?
Yeah.
Do I like need to be doing more? It's just this thing I feel that women have on their shoulders.
Yeah. Like,
And
am I enough?
am I enough? And you're in the spotlight as well. So I feel like there's that added pressure of, you've got this public opinion, the court of public opinion in a way. So do you feel that there's a lot of pressure on that side of things as well? Or do you think that you're able to?
I think it's like, it is
that?
definitely like turning up and turning on. And even though I am who I am off air and on air, I am at the end of the day, I'm performing. When I'm on the show with Jimmy and Nath for 3 hours, like we are on. So you don't really, traditionally we didn't have time to kind of stop down and acknowledge these kinds of conversations. But I feel like the show that we have created together is fostering like that mental health angle or like the motherhood angle. Just like showing the other side that I guess, in traditional radio, it's really a lot of smoke and mirrors up until recently. I think podcasting has had a lot to do with that. Everyone's very frank. We're all genuine. We're all honest. So Ted, that was a really long-winded answer to your question of who I am. I think that a lot of people would think that in the job that I do, I'm very confident and I'm outgoing and yes, I am those things, but I'm also like every other woman, just trying to show up and be the best mum and friend and co-host and wife and sister that you possibly can be.
I think that makes you human and also not a narcissist or a psychopath.
And there's a lot of those out there.
And there's a lot of those out there. I mean, I feel like there's so many people where I go, I feel like you need to second guess yourself here. But they are like so confident and it's just this, I feel it just makes us a bit more authentic that we have these thoughts.
But I also think that it's really important, and I said this on the show not long ago, like if you came to me and being like, this is my life and oh my God, I'm so confused and I don't know how to feel and this is what I fear and all that kind of thing, I would be talking to you with so much love and so much grace and you got this and everything's going to be fine and I'm here for you. But we can't speak to ourselves like that.
Yes.
So we need to really try to harness like the best friend in us and talk to ourselves the way that we would speak to our friends.
Yes, agreed. I remember chatting to somebody recently and they were like, you need to reimagine your self-concept.
Yes.
And I actually hadn't heard that word before, self-concept.
Mm-hmm.
And she said to me, you know, you've got X, Y, Z, but you really need to start talking to yourself, you know, in the mirror or just before, you know, you have those big moments in life where you've got this and it's okay and it's all right if something doesn't go right.
Exactly.
Like you'll fall on your feet again and it's all okay.
Yes, and you learn from it. And it sounds wanky as hell to like talk to yourself and like pump yourself up. But again, you would do that for your friends. You got this, babe. Come on, you're going to smash it. You're a boss.
100%.
Tell yourself that. Even journaling. Like I've started journaling. I'm back in therapy. But we just do this real simple thing at the end of every day. And it sounds lame, but it really does bring you back to earth. It grounds you, and it is that like did you call it
self-concept?
Yeah. Where you go, no matter what kind of day you've had, there's the 3 things that you're grateful for.
Yes.
And the most important thing, I think, is the 3 things that you're proud of yourself for.
Yes.
Because you forget to pat yourself on the back when you've had a day that you got through it and this is how you handled it. Well, these are the things that you learned, and moving forward, you're going to change your reaction.
Yes.
Or whatever it might be the next time. Yeah.
I want to touch on the therapy thing a little bit more. And the reason why I want to is because I think we live in a world now where therapy is way more accepted and encouraged than what it was perhaps when our parents were growing up.
Yeah, oh God, our parents will never go to therapy.
They'll never go to therapy.
No.
But, you know, I think there's still perhaps a long way to go for us as a society. I was chatting with somebody who said, you know, I think that it's always encouraged, you know, to go to the gym and work on your health and fitness, but actually working on your mind, still so many people perhaps shy away from it and go, I don't need to do that. You know, I might just go for a run or do Pilates, and those things are great and you absolutely should, you know, make time for those. Yeah. But I really would love to, you know, hear about why you decided to go back to therapy and your thoughts on that.
Okay. So my therapist, Monica, shout out, love Monica. She really echoed those sentiments. She was like, it's great that I'm small and I'm a little bit aggressive. I'm a bit like a chihuahua.
I love it.
Very feisty. So when I work out, I like to do the CrossFit type workouts. I love to do boxing and I like to just sweat in an infrared sauna. Like that's my jam. But she said, while that is important, you do need to work on your mind.
Yes.
And we're concentrating at the moment on transitions. So for me, the reason why I'm back in therapy is because a lot of big things happen in my life in the last 6 months and it's all kind of just catching up to me. So 2DayFM breakfast, like mind blown. Still, again, imposter syndrome. I know that I'm great at what I do, but I still can't believe that I'm here. And then my husband's not well at the moment. My parents moved interstate, so we now don't have any familial help. So there's a financial difference there, and, you know, having nannies care for our kids. And then it's just the balance of being a mum who's working, trying to take care of 2 kids and a husband. So a lot of things were happening. So what we're working on is the journaling and then also transitioning, because there's a lot of things that happen during the day that you kind of don't stop to shake it off. And my therapist was telling me, she's like, I know it sounds weird, but like even when you get down to the car at the end of a work day, you're up, and everything's really heightened like this. It's almost like your shoulders are like, you're constantly on. Everyone's expecting things of you. When you get back to the car, literally shake your body. Like, take a few deep breaths, sit in your car, meditate, even if it's for 2 minutes. I've just started doing a little bit of breath work as I'm driving out of the car park. It's like really just physically releasing it. And then I think as well, this is really like job specific, but radio has made me a really impatient person.
Yeah.
Because every second counts. And if you lose that second, it's gone. Yeah. Even when you're really proud of a break that you do on air, it's gone. Like you can't hold it.
No.
It's gone into the universe and that's it.
Yes.
And the people that heard it and those that didn't.
Yeah. And then you've got a minute of ads and then it's back on
100%.
and you've got to keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I've forgotten my train of thought now. I told you, I warned you that this would happen. My brain is mush. I woke up at 3:50 this morning. The point was that you're up. So yeah, because I am really reliant heavily on time at work, I can't let go of that feeling when I get home when I'm with my kids. So I can be a bit like, we need to do this and we need to do that. And like, if we don't finish all the homework and dinner and bedtime rituals and all that, we're not going to have time to spend together, like quality time. I'm really big on spending quality time with my kids at the end of the night. She's like, you need to be more fluid, like have those enjoyable moments in 5-minute increments. You're not going to be able to save it until the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
great advice.
Yeah. So it's like journaling, it's transitions, and it's trying to be more fluid and just relax a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell, you've known me for a long time, can be a bit stressy, can be prone to anxiety. So just trying to like really like let it just go.
Yes.
And just enjoy, because quality time is the most important thing to me. But I'm kind of stopping myself from having it because I'm so militant on time. Yeah.
I understand. Well, that's great advice. Thank you for sharing.
Hopefully it's not too specific.
No, it's great. Very honest and real and authentic. And that's what we want. So I wanted to ask, what's something you're deeply passionate about that would surprise people who only know you professionally?
This actually happened. I shocked a room full of people. We're having a bit of a PR meeting at work. And they're like, oh, what would you like to do that you haven't done yet? And
great question.
Yeah. And everything I've done is like very radio, podcast, emceeing gigs, like, you know, just the stock standard stuff that's attached to radio. And I said that I would love to be an animated character. I've always dreamed of being like in a Bluey, or like, don't even get me started on K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
We need to have a separate conversation about that.
I can't. Everyone at work is like, Emma, why are you so obsessed? I'm like, do you know
the song?
That this is the biggest. Our household watches that movie every single day without fail. We listen to the soundtrack every single day. And my husband Enzo is like an EDM fan.
Yes.
And he loves Golden. He's listening to it getting ready for work in the morning.
And they've had like millions and millions of streams on this. It's a phenomenon.
Yeah. This needs to be a sidebar because
it does.
We could do an entire podcast on the facts that I know about EJ, the failed K-pop singer who now has a number 1 on the Billboard charts with Golden. Anyway. Yes. So animated, part two.
Yeah.
Part 2 that no one asked for. But yeah, I would love to do like an animated character. I feel like that would be really fun. Like some kind of sassy teenage or like cool mum.
Nice.
Or young mum character. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Everyone was like, what the Emma, that is so random, so left of field.
And is it something that you're passionate about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't play a character when I'm on air. Obviously, it's like a heightened version of myself.
Yes.
It's still me, but it's like heightened. It's on.
Yeah.
Like we've been talking about. But I think it's fun to kind of like jump into another character's mind and do crazy things with my voice. And I think it'd be really fun.
Did this come about after you had kids? When you were watching shows?
This was actually prior to having kids. Always. Okay. I think I remember watching Happy Feet. So that was a long time ago.
Yes.
And I was like, was Nicole Kidman a voice in it? And like Hugh Jackman maybe?
Maybe. I can't really
Robin
remember.
Williams? I don't know. Yeah. I feel like at least one of them was in Happy Feet.
Yeah.
Or maybe there were like Aussie people who sang in Happy Feet or something. And I remember watching it being like, that's cool. I want to try that. Yeah.
Oh, maybe the Aussie angle was Finding Nemo. Maybe.
Bluey really, like after having kids, Bluey really kicked it into gear because I was like, this is a cartoon I can get around that has funny jokes that go over the kids' heads, but the parents really get it.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's really like quintessentially Aussie. I love that about it.
Isn't it funny when you rewatch old shows that you watched when you were a kid, like old Disney shows, and then those jokes, all things that they said that did go over your head and you watch it now and you're like, oh.
Yes, totally. That was saucy.
Yeah.
That was spicy.
I can't believe they did that.
That was for mum and dad.
Yes.
So they could enjoy watching the same movie over and over again.
Yeah. Have you seen Inside Out? How good is that?
I love that core memory has made its way into like everyday vernacular.
Yes.
It's like all those little glowy yellow balls, those core memories. Yeah, I cried so much watching that.
I kind of think about it daily in my routine where I'm like, oh, there's my little sadness or anger or anxiety.
Yes.
There's imposter syndrome.
Yep.
Maybe number 3 will be about imposter syndrome and all of that.
Yeah, because
she's the
third one she's going to be in. Did she go to college?
I feel like, I think she was in college in the second one.
I thought the second one she was in high school.
I can't remember now.
Because she was starting to crush at the end.
Yes, maybe it was high school.
Her as a woman. What was her character's name again? I forgot.
I can't remember.
Anna or something. I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know why I'm whispering. Everyone can hear.
I know. Well. So maybe you've already answered this question, but if you could be known for something completely different than what you're known for now, what would it be?
I mean, obviously, some kind of voice actor.
Love it.
But I also have wanted to. I love writing. I'm a big feeler, and I love writing things down, journaling, all that kind of thing.
Yep.
At one point, I wanted to write a book about motherhood, but I don't know what take it might be.
Yes.
I feel like I have a lot to give in terms of what I've learnt in my life, but I wouldn't want it to be a guide because there's no one size fits all. Maybe some kind of crowdsourced, like a mum book. But I don't know exactly what. But I would love to. I would love to have something tangible. Like we were saying before with radio, there's nothing tangible.
Yes.
Like I would love that, like when you have kids, you start thinking about what's my legacy? Like what do I want? Really for me, like I want my kids to be proud of who their mum was.
Yes.
Whether
I'm sure
it was
they
professionally
definitely
or as a
will be.
mum. Oh, thank you. I hope so. I don't know. I'm a bit of
They
a
will
yeller
be.
at home. I got to work on that. The impatience, the timing, all that. But I think it would be nice to have something maybe that I write to my kids even that I put in a book that's just for them.
Yeah,
they can
beautiful.
have when I'm not here anymore. Maybe this is the stuff that mum really wanted us to know about ourselves, about life. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure yet, but maybe a writer of some description.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Stay tuned, everyone, because there might be something coming.
Maybe.
Who knows? So Emma, now that we know more about who you really are, what's a lesson you've learned outside of work that actually made you better at your job?
I think it again comes down to kids.
Okay.
A lot of this is like intertwined. I remember the first time I got pregnant. I was so nervous to tell everybody. I was nervous to tell my co-host at the time. I was nervous to tell my boss. I was nervous about what it would mean for my career. And I remember the guy that discovered me, Charlie Fox, the great Charlie Fox.
Yeah, the great Charlie Fox.
Yes. Charlie said to me, this is a really great thing for your career. And I remember thinking at the time, how is me having a baby going to be great for my breakfast radio career? I don't know. What have I done? And Amanda Keller, who I absolutely adore.
Yes.
And who has like a beautiful relationship and family and career and has managed to quote unquote have it all.
Yes.
Even though we know that you can look like you have it all on paper, but like there's many balls in the air.
So true.
You could be really great at one thing and things might be going really great in one department and the other department's kind of not doing so great.
Yeah.
But I remember her coming over to me saying, I know it doesn't seem like it now, but this is the best job that you could have to have a baby and it will make you a better broadcaster. And I think I understand now. It has softened me. Prior to having kids, I thought I was like, you think you're pretty perfect. But you're like, I'm in a really great space. I'm a really good role model. I'll be the perfect mom. Like you think you're pretty awesome when you get into your 30s. And really we are. We've really come into ourselves.
Yes, for sure.
But then kids come into the picture and they hold up a mirror to you and they're like, but this is who you really are, Mom.
They humble you.
But I think like I was quite a judgy young woman and I'd made my mind up about a lot of things in life and even getting callers on the show, I'd be quite judgy. God, listening back to some of our old shows, I'm like, oh, Emma, you really shouldn't have said that. It's very un-PC and like not nice. But it's softened me in the sense that I am way more empathetic. I give people more chances.
Yeah.
That like I don't judge them by like one stupid decision they made. And I'm just more open-minded and I think that's because I want people to treat my kids like that.
Yeah.
So then I naturally am softer, more forgiving. I let the little stuff go. I don't bother, like dying on a hill over something that doesn't really matter. Is that going to make people happy in the short term? And it's not really any skin off my nose. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it your way. But things that I'm really, again, in the other direction, things that I'm really like quite strong on, like drawing boundaries and saying no is something that I'm trying to practice as well, which comes into therapy too.
Yes.
That a lot of, again, women, I'm really stereotyping us here, but I'm a woman, and the women that I know, we find it very hard to say no.
Yes.
We find it hard not pleasing everyone.
Yes.
And letting people down.
Yep.
So I think that it's made me softer, but it's also made me stronger in the sense that I will like protect myself, my friends, my family.
Yeah.
But I will say that a lot of my friends have pushed back on things now in their 30s and been like, oh my God, I'm so shocked and surprised that people were like, okay, that's fine.
Yes.
It's so fine.
It's so fine.
We just build it up in our minds where we're like, oh my God, what are they going to think of me? I'm not going to get the next job. And like, they're not going to renew my contract, or what are they going to say? But actually, if you just ask, you'll find that people are a lot more understanding than you think they are.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is ask and just be a little bit firm.
Yes.
You don't have to be a bitch about it.
No.
And
Just
no
be
one wants to be.
authentic and real. Yeah.
Exactly.
My gosh, if I could go back to my 20-year-old self and tell her this, I feel like there would be a lot of heartache saved.
Yes, a lot less anxiety.
Less anxiety.
A lot less money on therapy.
Yeah. But I guess we learn lessons, right? I guess we can
Totally.
take that and say,
Yes.
well, we learnt things and we grow, and now it makes us into the women that we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how do these other sides of yourself show up in your work as a radio announcer, even if people don't realize it?
Oh, this is a hard one. I think I'm the one that doesn't realize it. I am constantly trying so hard at everything that I don't realize that I'm doing enough. It's like the reverse. And they're like, no, but we see everything that you do.
Yes.
We see how hard you work on the show. We see how hard you work on building friendships. We see how hard you work being an amazing mum.
Yes.
So I'm the one, like I got told by our EP the other day, she's like, I have worked with so much talent.
Yeah.
And she said, I have never in my life met someone who's harder on themselves than you are. And that was like, that made me cry in that moment. And still, like, I think about that comment every day, and I thank her, like, in my mind all the time, and I see her every day. And I said, thank you for reminding me of that, because, I think, I know that's a weird answer, but I feel like it is the reverse. I feel like everyone else sees it, but I don't. So it's bringing like all sides of myself to the show, and then really fully being myself. I will say, like, there was a version of radio that I did, like knowing you for most of our friendship.
Yes, yeah.
Was quite combative and really divisive. And while there's a place for that kind of radio, we were targeting an audience that was young. And so I felt like, and slightly younger than I was at the time. So I was worried, and there were a lot of expectations and, you know, things said in my ear that don't talk too much about getting married, Emma, because not everyone's getting married in our audience. Oh, you're pregnant. Don't talk too much about that. Oh, you've got kids now. But that ends up being like, this whole conversation has now been about like working parenthood.
Yes.
Right. And sometimes I feel guilty for that, but it really is like, that's who I am.
Yes.
And it's so much a part of my life. So yeah, I think like with the show that I was on, I had to stifle and hide a lot of myself. Whereas with the Jimmy and A Show with Emma, it's very inclusive, like the whole entire team, from execs to our like on-ground producers every day to us three in the studio. We are all so supportive of each other and having every facet of our lives be on air.
Yes.
Even when it means that we're having really tough, sometimes heavier conversations. Like you'll tune in most days and we're having a laugh, and you know there's in jokes and the boys are teasing me. But which I love. I love the playful teasing, because it means I'm one of the boys, and that's really like I love that. But you know, then there's times where Jimmy's talking about mental health, or Nate's talking about his wife who has cystic fibrosis, or I'm talking about parenthood and like the reality of what it feels like to have a kid and come back to work and have people take you seriously.
Yes.
I had people in my old network, executives, you know this person that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That said, behind my back, she won't come back. She won't. So I feel like we're doing a different kind of radio. I don't remember how we got here, but here we are.
Here we are. Well, you mentioned about being really hard on yourself, but I also think that that's being very self-aware, because I feel like I can be quite hard on myself. And as much as what I think, it's kind of like a balance, like it's a good trait and then also a bad trait at the same time.
Yeah.
But I think, you just want to do a really great job, but you're very self-aware of, was this good? Do I need to be better?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's sort of a balance of like,
it is. I think
you can be hard on yourself in a way, but then you also need to journal and go, I'm proud of myself for X, Y, and Z.
Yes, and you need to be able to let it go.
Yes.
Because I have perfectionism complex.
Same.
So, and I don't know if you've experienced this in your current role or maybe in like a previous role, but for example, the other day I did a break on air.
Yeah.
And it didn't come off the way that I wanted it to. No one else would have known the wiser. The listeners wouldn't have known. My co-host would not have known. The team wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
I beat myself up about that break that I thought was shit for like 48 hours.
Yeah.
And I went home and I journaled and I wrote 2 entire pages about it. I was like, and I can't let it go. And I know it doesn't matter. And I know no one noticed, but why do I care? Like, why can't I just let it go?
Yeah.
If it was my friend, I'd say, babe, don't worry about it.
Yes.
It sounded great.
Yeah.
But have you ever had a moment where you've like beat yourself up about something and everyone else thought you were great?
All the time. Like, I think I look back and I go, mainly I'm in obviously PR and comms, so I'm working with journalists and pitching, artists when I was in the music industry, and then now moving into, recruitment and tech, pitching our senior leaders. And, I think going back to the music industry, when you'd pitch an artist in, you'd perhaps get like 30 or 40 pieces of coverage, and the more coverage the better. And I think I remember moving into this new role, completely different industry, and I think I got maybe like 10 pieces of coverage for something that we had just released. And I remember I was like, I have failed. This is terrible.
Because you were comparing.
I was comparing.
Apples and oranges, really.
Yes. And I was like, I just want to do a really great job and I want to smash it out of the park, and the more press, the better.
Yes.
And I remember my manager said, oh my God, Amanda, 10 pieces of coverage is massive, and we've never had that before.
Yes.
And you need to like just sit back and reflect and go, it's okay. But I was so hard on myself.
And how long did it take for you to let it go?
Oh my God, probably like a good couple of weeks. Yeah.
A little bit of you still is like,
I know, still a little bit. I'm like,
but it's true. Like, and then like your current employer is like, you've smashed it.
Yeah.
You smashed anyone else.
Yeah.
So whether it's 10 or 50, you've still done an amazing job.
Yeah. But it's that person in the back of your head. Yeah.
I don't like that person.
No, it needs to go.
Can she just piss off, please? Go away.
Go away.
I don't need you. I just need to realize how great I am. And you need to realize how great you are.
We are great.
All women are amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. I think as well, something that you touched on, how you were told, you shouldn't talk about getting married and you shouldn't talk about, your pregnancy. I think that's so hard, to hide your most authentic self. And I think in the workplace, it's so tricky because it's almost like you can't then be the best version of yourself.
Exactly.
You've always got something in the back of your mind.
Yes.
And it's just, it's really hard.
It almost made me a little bit ashamed of where I was in my life, even though I was so happy.
I understand that. Yeah.
Like I married my best friend.
Yeah.
And I have these 2 beautiful, healthy kids.
Yeah.
And I 100% I felt still, I was apologizing like 5 minutes ago for talking about parenthood again.
Yeah. No.
But it's such a huge part.
Yeah.
And we also need to stop apologizing.
I agree.
Why are we saying sorry so much? That stupid girl in our heads again. I said, piss off.
Inside Out, what character is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we need to stop apologising. But we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Maybe.
Sometimes you need to apologise because you've done the wrong thing.
True.
But if you just if something happens and it's not your fault, why do we feel like we have to apologise?
Yeah. Agree.
Just don't.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, that.
Yeah.
What can we do next time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. And I think that there's wonderful leaders out there in the world now and managers and bosses who really want to make sure that they are building authentic workplaces, which is good to see. And I think that conversation definitely still needs to keep happening because we're not there yet.
No.
But
baby steps.
we're getting there. So can you share a story from your work that perfectly captures how being fully yourself on this topic, not just the professional version, has made you successful?
I think for me, a measure of success with radio particularly, it's a live communication medium, right?
Yeah.
I think the measure of success is how you connect with the people who are listening. And the only way that you can connect is by being yourself.
Yes.
And actually, Jimmy and Nathan and I were having this conversation in the studio off air the other day.
Yeah.
And there used to be a way of doing radio, and now there's this way that we want to do radio that connects. Because people can smell fake.
100%.
They can smell fake on radio, TV, social media has completely
changed it.
Yeah, changed the game.
Agree.
Podcasting as well, like we were discussing earlier. So I think being successful in my job and the way that I've gotten to where I am has always been myself.
Yes.
And never apologize for that.
Yeah.
Never tried to be a character or tried to copy anybody else.
Yes.
Because I know that the way that I communicate is connecting with people. And if I show the bare bones of who I am, when work is hard, when relationships are hard, when parenting is hard, when I'm riddled with anxiety, if I'm bringing that stuff forward and people are like, oh my God, she's just like everyone else. The boys are just like everyone else.
Yes.
We're all humans going through really similar experiences, granted at different moments of our lives, but that's how you're successful in radio.
Yes.
It's connecting. And even in podcasting.
100%.
Doing what you do,
you
have to connect with people. You have to be your most authentic self or it's not going to cut through. And people won't care.
Yes,
They'll start listening to someone else who they feel more connected to or more similar to.
Definitely. And I think brands are discovering that as well. Obviously, through TikTok, it's not about those polished brand videos anymore. It's about the co-founder or, the marketing chick that's, sharing behind the scenes. And this is a day in the life of our photographer or our creative director. And I think it's it's making it more relatable for people.
Or even just being silly.
Yes.
Like there's TBH Skincare that did that thing. They went viral and then she got panned online and she was like, you know what? Now I'm working with, I think she's working with Mini Cooper.
Oh, okay.
She's got a whole campaign with them based off the fact that people were giving her shit online and she was like, I'm just going to embrace this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. And I think as well, perhaps there's been earlier shift for B2C brands, but I think, that there's still a long way to go for B2B brands in that space.
Yeah.
But the reality is at the end of the day, even if it's B2B, there's still somebody at the other end that you're marketing to
that you're connecting with. Make them feel something.
100%.
Make them feel something. If you're not making people feel, in marketing especially, you got to brand awareness campaigns, the whole base of I'm no marketing genius, but if you don't connect to the audience, they're not going to want they're not going to want to buy your product. They're not going to want to be like the people who are in your campaigns.
Yeah.
You have to strike a chord.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like that shift happened as well, in the modeling, world where people didn't want to see, the super, super thin model anymore. They wanted to see the real everyday female.
Everyday bodies and body hair and scars and 100%. Cellulite and all that stuff. And again, it makes you feel included. It makes you feel like, I see me.
Yes.
I see me.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. And being your most authentic self in the workplace brings out the better. Okay, this is an interesting one. What would people be most surprised to learn about what your job really involves day to day?
Okay. We have so many boring meetings. We have so many boring meetings. What you hear on air is the most fun part of our job. It's that synergy, the connection, the going off on tangents and funnies and all of that, the live element of radio. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
Everything else is Look, I'm not going to lie. You know, you might, on like last, I don't know, it was a couple of weeks ago on a Thursday, we interviewed Alex Moran. Like, so fun.
Yes.
It's
so
definitely fun. Like, you get to go to concerts and stuff, yes.
Yes.
But really, there's so much prep.
Yes.
It is live radio, but there's so much prep.
Definitely.
There's so many cooks in the kitchen. There's lots of
Yes.
opinions. It's like, what should we do? And ideas need to be fleshed out.
Yeah.
Campaigns need to be fleshed out. There's whole departments that are working towards like the product that we put out on air.
Yes.
Ultimately, it falls on our shoulders.
Yeah.
But there's meetings pre-show. There's meetings after the show. There's pre-records after the show. There's interviews that you go to during the week.
Yeah.
And then you work at home. And then you do meetings on a Sunday at 4 p.m. You know,
Yeah.
to prep for Monday's show.
Yes.
So there's a lot of boring behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you hear on air or what you hear on the podcast is that's the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's similar to the music industry, like working for a record label. There's, so many behind the scenes things.
Yeah.
And I remember so many people saying to me, oh my God, your job is so much fun. And yes, it is so much fun being in that world. But then there's the other side where you're, prepping for an artist's, arrival into Australia.
Yep.
There's schedules, there's
KPIs.
KPIs.
Like you were saying, like trying to get as much press as possible,
Yes.
trying to get as many interviews as possible.
100%. There's the digital world, there's sales, there's everything that goes on. There's legal teams that are doing everything.
Yeah.
It's, not just the fun side.
It's business.
It's business.
Yes, we're still trying to sell ads to clients because otherwise there won't be a show.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there is all of that boring, I guess like quote unquote boring stuff. Some people really get off on sales and accounts.
Yeah.
And everyone needs to do something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really love an Excel spreadsheet, but
I'm really bad at it.
bad at it too.
Yeah.
But, some people do really love that. Have you seen those Excel spreadsheet champion competition things that they do over in America?
No.
It is wild.
What do they have to do? Do they have to do equal sum, open bracket, A6 to B6?
Yes, I think it's something crazy like that. Obviously way more in depth. I don't even know what the sums would be.
Oh my God.
But and they have a full-on competition and then a winner is crowned and they are the Excel champion. Yes.
That is wild to me.
Isn't that
is
wild?
really similar to like the chicks in some Scandinavian country that do like the horsey, like the sticks. And they ride around, they giddy up on the horses.
Yes.
What are they called?
I don't know what they're called, but they do the jumping as well.
Yes, it's like equestrian, but like they're people with horsey sticks.
Yes.
Yeah, or like ironing in a tree comps. Like that's odd.
There's a competition for everything
But
these days.
you know what? Yeah, you know that there's people that are setting up like dating spreadsheets now, right? Google Docs.
What does that mean?
They're like doing whole, like there's like little black book. They're doing it in like a Google Doc or like a Google spreadsheet. I don't know. See, I don't really know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
but they rate them out of 10 and like how good
the
their
people
conversation was and what they dressed like. And
I have seen this.
yes.
Yes. I mean, I feel like it's kind of not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. There's too much choice.
yeah,
I would much prefer to meet someone in person. I would suck if I had to like navigate. You and I are both married.
Yes.
Like if I had to navigate dating
Yeah.
these days, I just don't even know if my flirt game is on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think my flirt game is on. Yeah.
And like managing
don't think
3
we'd-
conversations at once. I've got friends that have screenshotted their phone and it's like talking to like John, James and Andrew and I'm like, how are you remembering what you've said to every
my
person? How
God.
do you even remember their names? Where are you going on the weekend? What did you wear on that date? Like, what did you talk about?
I don't think I'd be able to do it.
It's so stressful.
Yeah.
The girl in there is going, you'd be the
girl needs to go. Well, this is funny.
We've really covered it.
We've really covered it all.
Got to Google Docs dating.
I know.
That's pretty good. We did like B2B. I didn't think I was going to do B2B.
Well, there we go.
A lot of therapy chat.
I know. Well, I've got one last question for
Okay.
you. Now, you've got a lot of talents, but I wanted to ask, what's your hidden talent that nobody knows?
I don't think I have a hidden talent.
Okay.
But I can pick things up with my toes. Is that a hidden talent?
I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
Is it like a party trick that you would...
I mean, like it could be.
Yeah,
I have never been at a party where everyone's like, what's your party trick?
It's
Such a stupid question. Sorry. I don't mean that on you.
No,
but like
no.
the whole party trick. What's your party?
Yes. Has anybody actually said, all right, we're going to do everybody's party trick?
Yeah.
I have never been at a party where somebody has said that and we
No.
all do the party trick.
No.
But I also don't think that anybody said, this is my party trick.
Oh.
Or have...
I think like if there's someone that can do something fun or cool, they'll just do it at every
Yes.
party. Like Jimmy,
Oh,
love
yeah.
Jimmy. he does a really, really great Trump impression.
Oh my God.
Like so much so that like people will take turns being like, okay, say something to me. Okay, say something to me. And he'll be all over their socials and stuff. Yeah, he's actually very good at it.
Oh, okay,
but yeah, I
that's
can
good.
pick things up with my toes. I know that's like not a very interesting answer.
I mean, it's cool.
It's because I have like, thank God I have a pedicure, but I've got long toes. I got finger toes. See,
Oh,
Yeah.
nicer pedicure.
I
feel
bet
like I've
that's
got
the
a...
first foot you've seen on camera.
Look at it is.
That's going to be the teaser of this whole podcast. I bet you haven't seen that before, guys.
Emma Chow's foot.
I haven't ruled out OnlyFans feet.
Yeah, right. Oh, yes.
Because no one would know it's me. I can make so much money.
I have thought about this as well.
This is business. That's
Yes.
business.
What are those websites called? It's like foot fetish. There's like...
There's Wiki Feet where
okay,
people
right.
rate your, but I think that's like celebrity feet. I don't. I'm so
okay,
low on that level.
Yeah.
But no, you just do like OnlyFans, like but for foot fetishes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No
There's
one would know.
also AI taking over with the whole OnlyFans stuff now because have you seen, I don't know if you saw, but there was a AI influencer at
Yes.
Wimbledon.
Oh my gosh, she was gorgeous.
She was gorgeous.
And all
And
the guys I
everyone-
knew were like, this girl's so hot. She's fake, bro. She's fake.
She's fake. But so many people fell for it. And I swear, I think a few celebrities also fell for it.
Really?
Yes.
Imagine they slid into her DMs, like the fake AI DM.
Bit awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's obviously managing that, right?
Yeah. I'll come back to you in 24 hours. Thank you for your request.
Yeah. How random.
Yeah.
Well, Emma Chow, thank you for joining us.
Thank you
on
so
the
much
couch.
for having me.
It's been so lovely catching
Oh,
up.
it's been so good. It's
Oh.
literally been like 5 years since we saw each other. There's many.
COVID,
Oh.
new roles.
Oh my God. Like married,
Oh.
babies.
Oh my
It
God.
all happened in that time,
I know,
basically.
crazy. But, you know, back in the day, we were running around Sydney, long lunches. I feel like when Toddies in Bondi first opened, we were like
Yeah.
there that first
Yeah.
month trying Toddies.
Yeah. Yum.
Now it's a Sydney staple.
It is. And here we are.
And here we are.
Look
It
at us
was
being grown-ups on a podcast.
I know. Artists running around town.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still interviewing artists. But I'm on the other side.
Oh, it's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey guys, I'm Amanda, the host of Not Just A. This is a brand new podcast, so hit that like button, subscribe. Feel free to share it with a friend. If you're loving the content, please feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to know who you'd want to hear from in the Australian business scene behind the job title. Let us know.